This is Fundraising Auctions pledge software. Now, if you're having an event where you're either having a pledge with an auction or you're simply just having a pledge at your event, we would work with you to allocate all your guests a bidding pledging number. They will all have a paddle at the event with those numbers, so that when you have given your talk about why you desperately need their funds to help you achieve your goal, they would then be able to work with the fundraiser standing at the front of the audience who's calling out the different amounts that you're looking to raise. They would be raising their paddles in the air and we would be entering their paddle numbers into this system. Now, you would have started off with your goal. Here we've just put in a simple figure of $20,000. As people are pledging here, the current total is rising, and in this example a thermometer would raise. Now, we can work with you and have different images. We can obviously have different colored backgrounds, and if you have, say, a capital project, something that you can illustrate that you're purchasing, we like to be able to show transition images so that you would show the current item. So let's show a generic example. If you were funding for a new piece of hospital equipment, or you were funding for a new playground, you would have an image of the equipment or the playground in its current state. And then we could transition as the bids are coming in to reveal the new playground and the new equipment as it's being funded, as that purchasing is becoming possible. And then also over here, what we would have is we would have the donor list. So if the people's bid numbers are entered into the system, that then correlates with their name, and their name is then shown on the screen. So they're recognized. Now, at the start, you tend to have pledges of larger amounts, so the scrolling is slightly slower, which means that your highest pledges will be recognized on the screen for the longest amount of time. As the pledges get smaller and more people become involved, then you will find that obviously the names will roll through the list slightly faster, but that's only fair. The people that have pledged the most amount of money are receiving the most amount of recognition. If you've also received donations by text message, these can also be added into the total. So people can be pledging, they can have texted before, they could be texting during the pledge, and this total will grow as well. We can have a separate screen which actually shows people who have donated by text separately on a different screen.